Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is daily update for Carvana. I started making video about this stock to be able to gather all the information I can every day on the stock. So if there's a move on this stock, I know exactly what I need to do, where I need to be, and be able to come out and get in where I know where the levels are going to be at that point. The short interest on the stock is really high. This is a used car reseller if you don't know the company. And right now, they're financially doomed. They don't have any good financial standing, which is why the stock was trading around $376. And now stock is around $11.95. It did go down to $3.55. So the reason it picked up is because of the short squeezes. This is what's happening with it, because the short interest is so high. And I explained to you guys short interest in my previous videos. And for the new folks, what short interest is when the company is financially done, and a lot of big smart money like institutions know that the company is financially done and will be bankrupt, which Carvana will be, I think this year, they will start shorting the stock because they know the stock price is going to go down. And what they do is they borrow the stock from a broker for a fee, and they will sell it in the market and buy back the stock when the stock price is lower than what they borrowed it at. They will pay back the broker, buy it from the market, pay back the broker, and take home the profit. What happens in the short squeeze is, this happened yesterday on Wednesday, right? There was a little bit of a short squeeze. Stock was trading around $12.76. There was a little bit of manipulation came in. A large sum of money was bought. Let's say million shares were bought. 1.6 million shares were bought. People that shorted the stock around $12.76 or so wanted the stock to go to $11 or $10. They needed to come out of their position because the higher the price goes, the more money they lose. So what do? They go ahead and buy the stocks from the market. When they buy the shares from the market, it causes the price to even go higher, what we call a short squeeze. And this is what the sweet spot is for the stock. I'm not saying the stock is going to go and hit like $300 in tomorrow or something like that. What I'm saying is, what I'm preaching right now is not a financial advice, but what I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit of profit every day, because when I see a momentum, when I catch a momentum, this is where I'm getting in and coming out. The reason I say the company is done, because the company owe about $8 billion right now. They owe about $8 billion. This is the total debt they need to pay up. $2 billion they lost in the last quarter last year. Okay, they're not generating any revenue, as you guys already know. Fed increased the rates, interest rates. Used car right now is going for 6.83 if you have a good credit, and if you have a bad credit, that could go up to 9%. And people are not going for used car right now. So the car they're sitting in the lots are also depreciating. It's a depreciating asset. For example, if you had a car that is sitting on the lot from let's say 2017 model, and it, let's say, sits there for three years, I'm not sure how valuable that's going to be when you try to sell it. So I think the company fundamentally, even though this is the Amazon of cars, I don't think it's going to survive this whole thing. The valuation for the stock is about $1 right now, which means the institution thinks the stock is worth about $1, about a penny. And whatever you see here, the $11, $12, $13, this is nothing but a little bit of a hype, a little bit of a pump that is coming through, which is causing the stock to go up. Short interest is at 40%, a lot higher than a normal range. Normal range is about 12%, 15%, 20% if you know, 18, 20% is still high, but 15, 20% is fine in today's market, but it's 40%. It was at around 60% and went all the way up to 55% as well. So it's 40% right now. With that being said, what we're really looking for here is a little bit of pockets of money that we make here. So for example, right here, RSI is above 70. A lot of green candles came through, right? The stock was, let's say, trading around $6.35, went all the way up to $8. So this is a $1 gain right there, $2 gain right there. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not looking for. I mean, if it does happen, great. I know if there's a profit, $3, $4, no problem. But last month, the stock was consolidating between $11 and $15. And today it hit my support level of $11.78. I'm going to see what happens tomorrow if it bounces off of this. And I did make a video on Bed Bath & Beyond. I will link that here so you guys could take a look what I do in pre-market, my rituals, how I set up my support and resistance. But this is a general support and resistance I have on the sort of a 30-minute window. But usually for a 5-minute chart when I trade, I usually go from the pre-market and determine what my support and resistance is going to be at that point. But take a look. If it comes up tomorrow and start going up, and I see RSI's jumping up, or I see MACD's coming up, and this is heading toward the $15 momentum, and I see a good green candle forming. Like for example, right here, it was 9.7 million shares were bought within 30-minute window. Check the different time frames. Check 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Try to figure out how farther this stock could go, right? So if I was, for example, if I wouldn't gotten here at $13.64, the stock went all the way up to $16.75. That's a lot of gain right there. But anyway, with that being said, momentum is the key right now. As I said, you got to catch these little momentums, catch the little squeezes. This is it's all squeezes at this point. There's no financials that's supporting the hike right now. There's like 9.7 shares that were bought. It's not like Carvana sold, million cars or something. No, this is just market, and people are just manipulating the market to be able to make money. And people that short the stock have no choice but to buy back the shares because they don't want to lose any money if the price goes up, because they lose money when the price goes up. So they don't want to lose a lot of money, so they will cover their shorts. And when they cover the shorts, this is what happens. And today they came back and they strike hard, but tomorrow I think is going to be a good day. It's going to have a little bit of momentum. But again, look, I'm not, I can't predict the future. This is what support and resistance is. If it goes down, I would only anticipate the stock to even go further down back to the $3 levels. But if it starts going up, it could potentially get to $15 again. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.